says the cardiac arrest occurred out of the hospital and lists coronary artery disease and Parkinson's disease as contributing factors.
Just 6 days after the world mourned Ozzy Osbourne at his memorial in England, the heartbreaking truth has finally been confirmed. Ozzy Osbourne's official cause of death has been released, and it's just as tragic as fans feared. At 76 years old, the man who defined rock and roll for generations died of a heart attack. His death certificate confirms what many close to him had quietly suspected. The cardiac arrest happened outside of a hospital, and it was coronary artery disease that took him. But that wasn't all. Ozzy was also battling Parkinson's disease, a silent weight he carried for years. And while the world knew him as the Prince of Darkness, a rock god, a showman, and a survivor of a life that should have ended 100 times before, in the end, he was just a man whose heart couldn't carry the weight anymore. The certificate was submitted by someone who rarely steps into the public eye. Amy Osbourne, Ozzy and Sharon's eldest daughter, who has always kept her distance from the spotlight, but her absence has always raised questions. And now more than ever, fans want to know, why did Amy walk away from the Osbourne name? In a podcast interview just a week before Ozzy's death, her brother Jack opened up like never before.
We don't have a great relationship.
We don't have a great
she'll
relationship.
be the first to tell you that. So
She'll be
there's
the
no
first to tell you that. Jack's words weren't angry. They were resigned, raw, honest. According to him, the rift between them began back in 2002 when MTV's The Osbournes launched and turned their chaotic family life into reality TV history. But Amy wanted no part of it. She deemed the show low-hanging fruit, Jack said, so she just dug her heels in. You might remember seeing Amy's blurred silhouette in the background, the ghost of a daughter who didn't want fame. Jack often wondered, what are you doing, Amy? This is the real one. Mine's the fake one. Even now, he's not sure if she regrets walking away, but in his heart, Jack believes, maybe she does. My life probably would have been different if I'd done that, he muses, thinking of her. So yeah, I don't know. I think I would have regretted it. But now, there's no going back. Amy was the one to sign her father's death certificate. She may have stepped out of the spotlight all those years ago, but when it mattered most, she showed up, silently, privately, respectfully. Ozzy Osbourne was so much more than a performer. He was a husband, a father, and a man who, despite his battles with addiction, illness, and fame, never stopped loving his family. And in his final moments, it was family who brought him home. Rest in power, Ozzy. The world won't forget you. If you've ever felt the weight of family tensions or watched a loved one slip away too soon, tell us in the comments. Your story matters too. And if you want more emotional, real, and raw moments like this from the lives of the icons you grew up with, subscribe to Celeb Viral. We bring you the stories behind the headlines, because fame fades, but legacies live on.